Good morning, y'all. It's Monday, June 19th, the day after Father's Day. About 6:30, 6:40. I'm leaving our nice place here where we stayed the night. The railroad tracks are right behind me, and then the river's over there. So we're gonna get on the AT and get this party started. Walking out of Hot Springs and gonna hike to Allen Gap today, which is about 15 miles. My fine friend Daryl, old-time friend and new shuttle driver, is gonna meet me at Allen Gap later and bring me back where I started. So we're slack packing today. I'm carrying 3 liters of Gatorade, as I've been known to do, but everything else is really light pack. It's gonna rain. It might rain on me about 9:30 this morning, so I'm trying to get down the road and get mostly up the first climb before the rain hits. So welcome, and we'll talk to you over by the river. Bye. Here we go now, river crossing, although we're not getting our feet wet on this one. But let's get on across the French Broad River. Looking beautiful out today, but not for long. It's gonna get rainy, at least by 9:30, maybe sooner, we'll see. So we're gonna cross the river, make a right, and then walk along the river for a little bit before we start climbing. So it should be a pretty walk. We'll see how it looks. It's about 70 degrees. There's a nice little breeze. It feels pretty nice, actually. So check back with you in a bit. All right, here we are on the other side of the bridge. You see where we're going there. Just got to curl around the guardrail, come on back, and fall down the hill. Just had a big truck go by me, about blew my head off. Alrighty, let's check it out. Here we go. Looks like oh, the NOC has a parking lot down here. I didn't realize that. That makes sense though, being on the river. The NOC is the Nantahala Outdoor Center. You know, they do tubing and kayaking, etc. And they transport people by bus, so it looks like they get their bus parked here for pickup or drop off or something. All right, rock hopping. Coming down. And off we go. It's a... All right, just a little further down that trail. There's all kinds of stuff down here. But the important stuff is here too. The White Blaze. Didn't realize all these buildings were down here. I've seen video of when the river's up and it's almost onto this path. But not today, it's way down right now. So you got the cliff. Big old rock face here. You can hear the rapids. There's a bunch of them out there. We get up just a little higher, it'll be easier to see. There's your shot there. Beautiful. Awesome. Phew. So we've been climbing up some switchbacks, gaining some altitude. Be a nice view of the town when we get up higher. Anyway, that's where we're going. Check it out. We're about to switch back because of the cliff being in the way. Way down there is town. We're getting up there. We're going that way first though. All right. I believe this is Lover's Leap. It makes a fine Lover's Leap. Check it out. There's Hot Springs down there. Apparently they got a big solar farm going on. Big mountains across there. The ones in the back may be the Smokies. We're about 4 days away from there, I think. Ah, very nice. All right, we're gonna keep climbing. Can't stop looking back. It's so pretty down there. Very cool. All right. I don't know, we got another 100-something feet to the top. That's some kind of orange blaze. What is that? Oh, this is the Veris Leap Trail. I guess it's probably a loop, but we're going that way. So by the way, I don't think I mentioned yet the reason I'm slack packing, other than the fact that it's a nice option. The forestry folks have closed a section of the AT to camping overnight. It's basically between Hot Springs and you know, the first 20 miles or so. It's not a 20-mile closure, but anyway, the bears have been pretty aggressive about stealing people's food out of the trees at night, from what I read. Haven't talked to anyone who was involved with that, but so bears also don't know where the map where we shouldn't sleep ends. So just because they say from here to there, the bears don't know that. So this will allow me to totally avoid camping around those bears at night. And by the time I do camp out tomorrow night, I'll be quite a distance away from that part. So that's why we slack packing. And I just think it's a better idea. It's also great not to have a full pack and climb up out of the river valley there. I've got 3 liters of Gatorade, so that's like 6 pounds. And that is by far the heaviest thing in my pack. What I don't have, no tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, or big heavy bag of food. That makes a huge difference. A food bag is by far the heaviest thing. So anyway, that's what's going on. Minus the Gatorade, I'm probably right at like 8 or 10 pounds. Looks like we got an overlook here. Let's check it out. Woo! Cool. You can still see the solar farm way down there, and town off in the distance, and the beautiful mountains. The river's way down there. All right, nice breeze out. I'm pretty sure the breeze is delivering rain eventually, so let's make some tracks. Alrighty. I haven't checked the time in a bit. It's around 9 or something. We're coming up to kind of a semi-famous spot on the AT on this section. You see this big cement wall. It's like, what the heck is this thing doing here? What is going on? But we'll find out when we get to the top of it. Pretty cool looking, huh? Looks like it's been there quite a while. All right, let's get up these steps. So the rain's just dripping. The wind whips, it threatens to look ugly, but it's just dripping. Hey, check it out. That's why there's a wall. Ooh, nice pond up here. Pretty cool. I imagine this was built when people lived up here. Anyway, nice bench to sit here and contemplate life. So anyway, cool. You see how the rain is? Oh wow, something just flopped in the water. I don't know if it's fish or snake. Anyway, all right, gotta keep moving. It's kind of a crazy open area here. Lots of weeds. Going up. So I'm about 5 miles in, which is kind of cool. That means I've got, you know, maybe 10 more. And there's at least one shelter to take a break in. Maybe two, I can't remember. So, anyway, climbing up here. We'll get back to you soon. Beautiful land up here. You could have you a nice farm. Nothing but weeds growing though, and it's got that sickly sweet smell of a lot of weeds growing. So we shall traverse on up around the bend, and like I said, I think we cross a highway somewhere. Alrighty, on through the rain. So I stopped and put my umbrella up. Whenever you can see it there. Anyway, it's riding around pretty well. It bounces a little. The trail got cleared out and wide enough that I could put it up without the trees reaching out and grabbing it and banging it and all that stuff. So anyway, it helps. It's nice to know that not every raindrop that falls lands on you, you know. Umbrella just helps out a little bit, and it weighs really not a whole lot, so that's cool. See how dark it is? That's how the morning's been. You go through the rhododendron tunnel and it's like nighttime. Alright, haven't found that road crossing yet, but we're getting there. Bye. Alright, we find ourselves at Tanyard Gap. I came from up there. And here's this gravel road. And crosses the highway. Depending on if you're in North Carolina or Tennessee, it's either 25 or 70, I think. Anyway, it's just kind of funky because it comes out of nowhere. You can hear the road traffic from up top though, so you knew it was coming. See the white blaze? Cool. There you go. Just a little road going through Tanyard Gap. And then you cross the road, you see the two white blazes with the top one leaning to the left. That tells you that's where you need to go. And up here there'll be a white blaze on a tree somewhere, and back in the woods we will go. Alright. So here's the notice about the camping overnight closure from Tanyard Gap to Deep Gap because of the crazy bears. So we're just going to hike all the way through it. And, you know, like I said, get off of here at one of the gaps, Allen Gap. There's a fire tower up here. I don't know if this is the day to go up it. You know, there's probably nothing to see. It's rainy and cloudy and a whiteout up there. Anyway, up we go. So right as I was about to walk uphill from that bear sign, 3 southbound section hikers came down. Let's see, Snake, Twilight, I forget the third one. It's always hard to remember those names. Anyway, they hiked this section and were unaware of the bear closure. I got them by surprise. So they I don't know what they did. They said they got on a side trail and stealth camped, and obviously they did well. I mean, it wasn't a risk to your body so much as the bears were just stealing everybody's food. So they weren't complaining about that, so that's cool. All right, look at that. I'll see you later. All right, still climbing up out of Tanyard Gap. Rain's picked up a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say. No jinxes. You can see the sky. It's not looking great. Like I said, I will skip that fire tower unless I change my mind and decide to get in it and get a break from the rain. We'll see how I feel when I get there. Coming up semi-close. Anyway, rainy day. Alrighty. I believe I'm climbing Rich Mountain. Heading towards the Rich Mountain Fire Tower. I just met a Sobo section hiker named Catwater. Ew, I don't know what that means. She's from Alaska, and she's through hiked the CDT and the PCT, and she's out here doing a section. So she was a nice lady. All right, I'm still undecided about the fire tower. We'll see when we get there. Bye. All right, foggy enough for you? This is crazy. The rain stopped, but anyway, I skipped the hike uphill to the fire tower because the other option was to go downhill, and that's the option I picked. From there, it was 2.7 to the first shelter I was going to run into, so that's where I'm going. And I'm going to get in there and sit down. I've taken breaks since I started, but I haven't really sat. I've just taken my pack off or stood still and hydrated and ate. So I'm gonna take, you know, maybe a half hour at that shelter, and then I don't know, after that it's like I have to look at it, maybe 5 more to Allen Gap, something like that, and then I'll get picked up. Anyway, doing one of them steep downhills. The knees are holding up okay so far. Water crossing. Due to the climate, you know, I haven't like been inhaling my Gatorade. I've drank 1.5 liters and I have 1.5 liters left, so I'm feeling good about that. And anyway, down the hill we go. So, see the little gravestone here. In memory of Rex R. Pulford, September 22, 1920, April 21, 1983. Anyway, that's nice. Here's another one. I don't know if these nice people are actually buried here or if it's just in their memory. Jacqueline or Jocelyn May Kelly Morris, 1940 to 1990. It's pretty stone there. Alright, trying to get to that shelter. I got like a mile. Up we go. Okay, almost to the shelter. I just ran into a southbound flip-flopper named One Night Stand. And he's heading for Georgia, then he'll be done. Pretty cool. What is this? The tree that ate the sign. Alright, we'll show you the shelter when we get there. Awesome. Walking through the weeds to the tiny little shelter, it looks like. Alright. Can't wait to sit down. Hello. Nobody home. Cool. Woo! Very cool. Outstanding. All right. I'm gonna say 4 people, super comfy. 6, pretty tight. It looks old. It's got gaps between the wood, the logs. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down. We'll check back in a minute. And we're back. Let me straighten this out a little bit. Took a half an hour break. Put in some calories and some fluids. Got a phone call into Daryl somehow and told him what time to pick me up at Allen Gap. And it's pretty much it. It's pretty damp and cold. It's like 67 and the wind's blowing, and I'm pretty damp. So time to get moving and create some heat. We have 3.7 miles to get to Allen Gap, as that shows. So time to get down the road. Okie doke. Hey there. So 20 minutes out of the shelter. It's been kind of a steep knee-burning descent and that will continue for a while. I think there's one brief climb, you know, just because, but things are going well, and I think today's plan got executed pretty well. Looking forward to getting dry and warm. Now that I'm hiking, I warmed up, man. It was pretty chilly back in the shelter with the wind blowing. Anyway, signs warning of bears who steal food are everywhere around here. Since I've been on the move, of course, I haven't seen any bears. Plus, it's a crappy day. If I was a bear, I'd be in the cave. So anyway, we're gonna crash down the mountain and then hook up with a ride back to Hot Springs and make a plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow I should start at Allen Gap, and haven't decided how far I'm gonna go, but we'll figure it out, and I'll get back to you before we're done today. All right, down we go. All right, sun's trying to come out. The air feels like it's drying out a little bit. Sorry, no money shot views today, just not a day for that. Anyway, I'm just happy to see some light. I felt like I was night hiking a few times. It was so dark in the middle of the day. All right, down the hill we go. Alrighty, crossroads. Let's see what we got here. Cross trail. 2 1/4. 2 1/4 left. Has a that looks pretty overgrown over there. Little Paint Creek. All right, another hour we'll be there. Whoop whoop. Hot Springs to Allen Gap northbound. 15 point something. I've got to get back and do the math. Sun is still trying to come out. It was a good day. I can't say it really ever poured rain, but it rained good enough for about 3.5, 4 hours. I got pretty wet. Not that bad. I deployed the umbrella and had my jacket, so it was a good day. Looking forward to putting my feet up and getting some food and getting back at it tomorrow. So here, I'll show you what the gap looks like. And it looks like the trail continues over there. Let's see what this is. Yeah, the usual. Don't camp here. And here you go, Allen Gap. So I'm gonna find out where people can pull over to park and wait on my ride. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.